Yo, 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 let me speak on this. So, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Short Stack, the uncrowned best in the world at everything that I do. And I would like to welcome you to the OSNE network, where we keep an old school mind frame in a new era world, and where we are the gold standard in video game streaming. And welcome, motherfuckers. Welcome. We're here for another simulation show. This time we're here for WWE No Mercy 2017, the Raw pay-per-view for this weekend. What's up, Phoenix? Um, yeah, we're here to do a simulation show. Here to give you predictions and previews of what to expect tomorrow at the No Mercy pay-per-view. Sorry, I mind blanked for a second. I was... My bad. Let's just go ahead and start this thing. No freaking mercy. Huge matches on this card. Huge match. We have the... God, there's so many big matches. We have Ambrolins versus Cesaro. We have the Fatal 5-Way for the women's title. We have the Cruiserweight title match. We have John Cena versus Roman Reigns. And, of course, we have the Universal title match. Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar. Now, there is some doctoring on this simulation show, of course, because WWE always seems to make matches that you can't do in-game for whatever reason. They always have to have at least one that you kind of got to doctor up for some reason. That, in this simulation, will be the Fatal 5-Way match for the women's title. Because it is technically Nia Jax, Emma, Bayley, who was just recently added, and then the original two, Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss. We will not have Bayley on this show. There's no way to do a 5-person match, and I don't really feel like having to play as a 6th person to, use a 6-person match and then just stay out of the match. I really don't feel like doing that. So I just made the Fatal 4-Way with the original 4. I'll be honest, I don't really see Bayley being part of the decision tomorrow. I could be wrong, but I just don't see Bayley being a part of that decision, so I don't really see any part in her being in this simulation version of the match. It's just my opinion. Why the hell is there a hair there? Sorry guys, give me just a second. Okay, so, of course, the first matchup we have Jason Jordan challenges The Miz for the Intercontinental title. Also, there is a pre-show match. It is Titus O'Neil versus Elias. I don't really feel like doing that match. Didn't really feel like having to download Elias. It kind of shows my laziness. Sorry. I literally just found out about Titus and Elias this morning, and it doesn't really pique my interest per se, and I don't know, I just didn't really feel like putting the match together. So, plus of course we all know that Universe Mode only allows for 7 matches anyway. That would have made 8 matches, which means I would have had to go to Exhibition, do it as a pre-show style thing, which is fine, I can do that, but I just didn't want to. I guess that's laziness on my part, but maybe WWE shouldn't wait till the day before the pay-per-view to add another match. I mean, and maybe it wasn't really the day before, but Cena versus Reigns. Reigns about to win. Undertaker appears in the ring after blackout and gives Roman death stare. Ends up attacking both. I could see the Taker involvement. I very well could, especially if they're going to push for Roman versus Taker at Survivor Series. That's very possible, but I don't know yet. I can't really call it. Oh yeah, The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Intercontinental Championship. Introducing first. Introducing first from Chicago, Illinois, weighing 245 pounds, Jason Jordan. Yes, I don't have the new music for Jason Jordan on here. I have it downloaded. I don't do that, so. Okay, well, this isn't entirely correct, but whatever. And his opponent, being accompanied by Maurice and the Miztourage, Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel, from Hollywood, California, weighing 221 pounds, the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz. Phoenix, did you really ask if Jason Jordan is not in this game? Because him and Chad Gable are clearly in this game. I mean, he's standing right there outside the ring. They are a tag team. They've been on this game since the beginning. They were in the Trios tournament. So, I don't know where your mind's been to ask that question, but, you know, that's just me. Whatever. Yeah, we got an Intercontinental title match, and apparently I did the damn introductions too soon. From Chicago, Illinois, weighing 245 pounds, the challenger, Jason Jordan. No, I don't think he's a download. I think he's just naturally in the game. And his opponent, as I said, being accompanied by Maurice and the Miztourage, from Hollywood, California, weighing 221 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, The Miz. So, let's go ahead and do some prediction, boys. What you guys got in the chat? Who do you think's going to get this thing? You think Miz holds on to the title? Or do you think Jason Jordan is able to wrestle away the Intercontinental Championship for his first title? Pelleter thinks it's going to be The Miz. He thinks The Miz holds on to the title. Well then, that's a good way to start out then. I don't like Jordan. He is so boring to me. See, if you don't like Jason Jordan, you're not paying attention. Jason Jordan is a very good wrestler, and he's one of those that incorporates the amateur style into his repertoire, which is great. I personally like that because I have history with amateur wrestling, so that's why I always liked the Jason Jordans, the Chad Gables, the Shelton Benjamins, the Kurt Angles. Brock Lesnar to some degree when he first started 15 years ago, but now he doesn't really incorporate that, so I'm not as big a Brock fan. Good. I just think he's getting an early push. Well, see, I think that's part of it. I think that's part of the storyline. Now, whether they're going to keep him a babyface or they're going to use it to turn him heel, I don't know yet. But I think that's part of the storyline with Jason Jordan, in that, you know, other superstars get kind of irritated that Jordan starts getting a bunch of opportunities, even though he's kind of just started on the roster. Basically looking at Kurt like, why are you showing favoritism just because he's your son? That's not fair to the rest of us, blase, blase. Obviously, yeah, the idea that Kurt Angle is Jason Jordan's father It's kind of a weird storyline, especially for people that know Jason Jordan's actual family, but it's not the first time that a fake family has been used, like, at all. Like, that's actually it's a pretty constant thing to use actors for family members and shit like that. Now, it's kind of weird to have two people on the roster, even though Kurt isn't really on the roster, but still, he's there. So that's, you know, it's different in that, but at the same time, it's been done before, in a way. Oh, wow. Urban Rockstar, who are you? Look like you're a knockoff rapper. Whatever you do, do it with fucking confidence. And I'm pretty good, Pelder. Doing pretty good. Miz again coming from the top rope, and the elbow drop right into the heart of Jason Jordan. Up. I think he will keep being a sure and beg Kurt for matches and annoy him. Then we could see a heel turn in Kurt versus Jason match. I could see it going one of two ways. Yes, Pelder, No Mercy is tomorrow. I could see either Jason Jordan turning heel against the rest of the roster for them, like, seeing like he's getting opportunities when he doesn't deserve them, or I could see him turning heel on Kurt, but I don't know. It's hard to say with WWE. I mean, they'll lead you one way just to swerve you the other sometimes, so. Miz looking for that figure four, looking to make the gold-blooded Jason Jordan tap out. Got him in the center of the ring, nowhere near the ropes. He's got to either fight out or tap. And he might be trying to work and turn the hold over, working his way. And he flips it over, able to reverse the pressure, forcing Miz to either release the hold or to be forced to tap himself. And now going after the Miz's leg after doing a little difference, or doing a little damage. You saw the Miz too. Yeah, I've pretty much seen all the videos and screenshots for 2K18s as far as the different gameplay mechanics and different entrances and screenshots. Yeah, I've seen all that stuff. I usually try to keep up with it. Maybe not as much as some people, but try to at least have an idea of what I'm looking at. And Jason Jordan with a spear in the corner. Now grabbing a hold and a huge overhead belly-to-belly suplex. Easy for me to say. And angle slam! Stealing a page from his daddy's book. Off the ropes for the elbow drop. Dropping into the black heart of the Miz. And a fist drop right to the forehead. Damn it, buttons. Fucking my headset up here. Caught that. Leg sweep. Looking for the single leg Boston. No mercy. And Miz able to fight off his belly. Shoves Jason Jordan back. Even, I think he might have bounced off the turnbuckle there. And Miz going to use it to set him up how he wants him. Using that neck crank. It's a bank holiday for me on Monday, so I'll watch No Mercy live. Okay. That's what's up. Oh, the double sledge. That fighting out with a back body drop. He thinks he's got it. He thinks that's going to be it. 1, 2. No. Not even freaking close. Nope. I'm getting that controller battery is low. That's not good. 1655. I didn't realize that Bellator was like 500 years old. I was totally unaware of that. The Miz drops him across the knee, twists over and drops him with the neck breaker. Looking to set him up and put him away. I was looking for a couple dick stomps there. Oh, catches the leg. Shin breaker. He's not done. Dragon screw leg whip. Really going after the injured leg. I'm not watching it in a couple days. My eye in the morning is fucking dead. I'm fucking dead. Oh, Jason Jordan going up top. We don't see this very often. He wants the Miz to stand up. He wants to catch him while he's standing. Maybe look him in the eye as he comes crashing down on him. With the drop kick. Oh, he caught him. He caught him good with that DDT. The Miz, so crafty. So smart in that ring. People can talk about they don't like The Miz. You can hate The Miz all you want. The man knows what he's doing in the ring. He's not that punk off the real world anymore that was just a fan that wanted to get in. The Miz is a veteran. And not for nothing. I mean, like I said, you can dislike The Miz all you want. The Miz has accomplished a lot. I mean, Money in the Bank winner. Multiple time tag champion. Intercontinental champion. United States champion. One of the only people to defeat John Cena at WrestleMania. And of course, world champion. Oh, the spear cuts him in half. Too weak, though. Too out of breath. Too blown up. And now we got Maurice playing defense on the outside. Miz catches him from behind. And drops him with a shin breaker across that knee. It meant nothing. It meant absolutely nothing. Jason Jordan looking for that angle slam again. Drops him. This could be it. 1. No! Maurice yanks out the referee. Classic Maurice. Oh, shot to the ribs. No. How about no? Drop kick to the knee. Maurice chucking in the chair. Don't really know. I mean, don't get me wrong. Miz can use it either way, and he's still going to keep the title probably, but... Oh, shot to the face. Damn, I thought he was going for the... Oh, there it is. Setting up for that skull-crushing finale. I just watched it a few days ago, actually. It's a really good movie. Drops him. Skull-crushing finale. Miz has just retained the Intercontinental Championship. 1, 2, 3. Of course, it's doing that weird fucking reverb. Oh shit! Why is it doing a 3-person celebration? This is Miz's win. I won't give any spoilers. I wouldn't do that. I will say that, I mean, obviously, because of obvious reasons, it's quite different from the book. There are things from the book that were taken out or left out for, as I said, obvious reasons. I will say there was a spot that I wasn't expecting, just because I wouldn't expect it to be allowed in 2017 with how PC we are. But regardless, it's still a good movie. And now we move on to our next matchup. It is the Fatal 4, parentheses 5, way for the Raw Women's Championship. We got Nia Jax. We got Emma. We got Sasha Banks. And we got Alexa Bliss. Jay, give me just a minute, because I'll have to switch headsets to be able to put you in a party. Okay, now before I start this match, let's go ahead and do this party. Oh wait, I gotta switch controllers too, my bad, just a second. Let's see here. Come on, come on. There we go. Got that. Create party. Sorry, I guess we're doing like a little video package or some shit to introduce this match. This fucker in here. There's your invite. Hurry up and join me, Dick. Hurry up and join me, Slapdick.
There we go.
What's up?
What's up?
The following contest is a fatal four-way match. It is for the Raw Women's Championship. Introducing first, from San Diego, California, Nia Jax. Oh, uh-oh. So you want to see Nia Jax with the belt, huh?
Yeah.
It might happen.
I don't have the belt anymore. I feel like they need to switch it with somebody else.
I could see Nia Jax winning it, having a dominant reign for a few months, and then a certain Empress makes her debut.
Yeah. Could you see Emma winning it?
I'd like to see it. I don't know that WWE's going to go with it, but I'd like to see it. Speaking of, her opponent from Melbourne, Australia, Emma. So what do you think about them bringing back Starrcade?
Hey, Starcade, I was gonna ask you about that. I think I mean, I like it, but I wish they didn't announce the matches.
Well, I'm thinking. So I haven't figured out if it's going to be an actual pay-per-view, if it's just going to be like a live event that they happen to
I
show on the
think it's
network.
a live event
The way it
because
is, I mean,
apparently,
I'm about to say,
Mhm.
if it was a pay-per-view, they probably wouldn't have announced all the matches right off. So I'm thinking it
yeah,
is some type of live event or something like that. But I'm wondering if those are the actual matches or if those matches they're using now to go along with the storyline. Because if so, that pretty much gives away the entire Hell in a Cell pay-per-view.
true.
So I don't know if they're
I
gonna.
got
I don't
I
know.
got a question for you though. What's your thoughts on the whole Rhodes family? Like, apparently they're mad because,
That
they're
that
using
whole
Starcade.
situation is crazy because there's like supposed heat, but then there's a lot of what could be teasers. For
Hmm.
anyone that doesn't know, obviously with the whole Starcade thing, Cody Rhodes and his wife Brandy, formerly Eden Styles, they put out tweets basically denigrating WWE for the Starcade thing, waiting till Dusty had passed to bring it back, all this other stuff. Road Dogg or somebody basically made some kind of comment about having Goldust there and somehow having Cody there. Cody didn't
Yeah,
really
a
make a
two
remark.
on two. Hmm.
But someone asked Daniel Bryan if and when he comes back to wrestling, what is one of the first things he'd like to do? What would he like to, get involved with?
Hmm.
He tagged everyone involved and said he wouldn't mind tapping out every single member of the Bullet Club.
And
Co-
what's funny is
Cody
that
Rhodes
yesterday,
Cody Rhodes
Mhm.
tweeted him back and said, "Oh, that's funny, because you know where to find us, and I know where to find you."
Hmm. But you know what's also funny is that last night Cody Rhodes was mocking Daniel Bryan at the Ring of Honor pay-per-view they had last night.
Was he?
Yeah,
I mean, I know that the Young Bucks asked Daniel Bryan's permission for the yes chance, but I haven't seen
yeah.
anything with Cody and what he did.
Hmm.
And then somebody asked Daniel Bryan something to the effect about Sami Zayn, and he basically said something like he wanted Sami Zayn on SmackDown, is he wanted to, use him big, and things just didn't really work out as he would want. And then Sammy kind
At
of
least,
retweeted it like, "Yeah, tell me about it."
yeah. But I mean, it's not really Daniel and, Zami's
No, I
fault.
mean
It's the
Daniel
way.
Bryan as a commissioner or GM or whatever, that's just a storyline role. It's not like he actually can
Hmm.
make matches or anything.
Yeah, that's kind of. I mean, it would be cool seeing Daniel actually, like the GMs actually make the matches instead of, the people like, I guess you could say Road Dogg that makes the match cards.
So I'm not sure if Road Dogg actually makes the match cards or if he kind of runs the storyline stuff. I know he's head of
Oh,
creative,
okay.
but I'm
Mhm.
not entirely sure what all that entails. I mean, I'm not sure if matches
So,
simply come through Vince
wait,
or
so
how
the
that works.
NXT people, they work with, like, apparently they were saying, like, some of the NXT went to SmackDown, or did they went to Raw? Like,
Okay, so what
like,
usually happens when you
hmm
have live events, they will usually incorporate some NXT people. Um,
hmm
I remember, like last year and the year before that, I'd go to house shows and I'd see people that were NXT that were coming up but hadn't made their debut yet. Hell, I seen Rusev like 6 months before he debuted on the main roster. Just couldn't say he was already on
Wow.
NXT, but they used him on a house show. Because I remember they used him against Zack Ryder and he beat the shit out of Zack Ryder. Um,
I'm dead.
I remember before Tyler Breeze came up to the main roster, they had him at a house show with Summer Rae. Because that was one
Okay.
of the things they were teasing, that Tyler Breeze was going to come in the main roster and Summer Rae was going to be his valet and shit. And then they did it and it lasted all of like a month and then they cut it off.
Wow. Oh shit, dang, Nia Jax beating up Alexa
Nia
Bliss.
Jax was beating the shit out of Alexa Bliss outside that ring. Just slamming her into the concrete.
And Emma just taking Sasha Banks down.
Oh yeah, Emma's taking Sasha Banks to town.
Oh, I see. They're reversing apparently. Oh, there we go.
Neck breaker.
Oh, we got a pin. First pin of the match. 1, 2. No. Not quite, Sasha.
So what's your thoughts on the whole Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon?
That shit is really interesting, but I had seen something before where it's like the plan is to have Kevin go into a quote-unquote descent of madness and sort of, to hear some people tell it sort of be his character on the indies. I guess he had like a crazy streak or some shit like that. So I don't know if they're trying to go to that or what. But I've seen, you know what I'm saying, like, if you pay attention to Kevin over the past few weeks, he has kind of like slowly been doing something in his personality. I don't know what he's doing yet per se, but you can definitely tell there's been like a change, and he's gearing towards something.
Yeah, I feel you.
Now the funny thing is, I had heard that they were planning on making the Kevin Owens Shane match for Mania, but maybe they just end up not wanting to wait. But then again, I've heard Roman versus Cena, and I've heard Taker versus Cena, and I've heard Roman versus Brock all for Mania as well, so who fucking knows?
Right.
Just like...
Could you see Roman and Brock early?
I think if they're gonna do Brock versus Roman, I think they are gonna wait till Mania, just because they're gonna have that build.
Okay.
Of Brock being that unbeatable champion, and maybe somehow Roman goes heel, and it's a babyface Brock versus heel Roman, which is opposite of what it was a few years ago. Well,
Sasha and Alexa Bliss double teaming.
Now we got Alexa and Nia inside the ring, and then Sasha outside. Oh, Alexa's going outside with him. She said, "Fuck that! I'm not fighting Nia by myself anymore."
Do you think Raw's been beating SmackDown lately? Like, it's been impressing you more than SmackDown?
See, I don't really get into that argument. There are a lot of people that, you know, I'm a Raw fan or I'm a SmackDown fan. I like Raw better than SmackDown, or I like SmackDown better than Raw. I just don't get into that. Are there maybe certain people on certain shows that I like better? Maybe, but I enjoy both shows. I don't look at it like, well, I like this show better or whatever. I mean, I just try to enjoy
You
the
enjoy
show.
the entertainment. You enjoy the entertainment.
I mean, not just the entertainment, because entertainment
The
can mean a lot
wrestling.
of things. I just, if it's wrestling and it's good wrestling or something I can get into, I'm going to enjoy it. I'm not going to sit there and cherry pick every little detail that I don't like. Are there going to be things that I dislike? Of course. Are there going to be things that they do where I'm like, why the fuck did they do that? Yes. But
That's just how WWE is right now.
I mean, that's the way wrestling has always been. I don't really see the point in sitting there and cherry picking
like
and getting mad over every, like, finding little details everywhere to get mad about.
Yeah. But it's like back then. Okay. You good.
Okay. He's got a melee outside the ring here.
But like I was saying, it's like back then there wasn't that much bad like booking, but it's like right now you see people getting.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, where I listen to podcasts, a lot of them go back and go over old stuff. There's been a lot of bad booking over the years, but And even though certain people complained at times, it just seemed like the complaining wasn't so widespread like it is now. And maybe I was just younger and didn't pay attention to that shit like I do now, because you know what I'm saying, we didn't have the internet like we did back then. But it just seems like back then people just enjoyed the show more rather than sitting there and bitching about every little detail.
Yeah.
I mean,
could you say like back then like no one really bitched about it? Everyone was like, oh yeah, this is like what I'm talking about. You know, I like
if you were
this,
to ask
but
me
it's
then,
like,
yes, I would say that. But listening to podcasts, it did happen. It's just it wasn't as widespread, and it wasn't. It was mainly within the business, and it wasn't. Even if fans did complain, you didn't hear about it like that. You didn't hear.
yeah.
And maybe it's because wrestling companies did a better job of keeping that shit under wraps. You know, like toning down crowd chants and shit like that. But it just seems like nowadays, I mean, you could have a great match and somebody will bitch because the dude tripped on the way into the ring.
Yeah, or like a fucking roll-up. Like someone beats somebody by a roll-up.
I mean, the roll-up is a weird thing for me because I can understand why people don't like it, but I can understand where it would fit as well when it's done right. I mean, and that goes for anything. If it's not done right, it's not going to look good. It's going to look like shit. But there are so many things that people cherry pick and complain about, and it's just like, why?
I mean, look, people,
I mean, let's be honest. I don't like Jinder Mahal as the WWE champion, but I understand why they're doing it, and I'm not going to make a big fuss about it.
I mean, I just want it to be over with, you know. Oh, dang.
I've seen some plans that it could go on as late as December.
Oh my goodness, because they're going back to India. Is that why?
Actually, yeah.
Wow.
They plan on having him as the WWE champion when they go to India. At least.
Wow, they're going back to India again? Oh my goodness.
Well, they've started this whole relationship, so yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna go there.
Imagine he loses the title in India.
Oh shit, there was just a big trade in the NBA.
Who got traded?
The New York Knicks and the Oklahoma City Thunder agreed to a trade where Enes Kanter, Doug McDermott, and a draft pick will go to the Knicks in exchange for Carmelo Anthony.
What? Carmelo's going to the Knicks?
On the Thunder, there's going to be Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, and Paul George on the same team.
God damn. That's... wow. Who knows who's going to have the ball a lot? That's crazy.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see as far as all their offensive power, because I'm saying Paul George is a ball hog, but he's always been the main scorer for his team. Russell Westbrook and Carmelo Anthony are the main scorers for their team, and at times can be a bit of a ball hog. So that's going to be very interesting to see how that works out. Not only that, all right, Paul George and Carmelo technically play the same position. So is it going to be one coming off the bench, or is it going to be somebody's going to be moved to another spot, like Paul George move down to the 2 guard, or Carmelo move up to the 4? It's kind of interesting to think about.
I don't know if this is gonna work though. I don't know. Doesn't feel right, like all 3 of them on the same team. Because look, I feel like one is, like, I feel like they're gonna have someone, you know, they're gonna bitch about, like, I want the ball.
I mean, more than likely there's gonna be some type of bitching about I want the ball, but it has worked. I mean, think about the Big 3 that became the Big 4 in Boston, or the Big 3 in Miami, or what we have in Golden State, or what sort of was in Cleveland. I mean, the 3 superstars can work if they find a way to how they mesh. That's what it is finding a way to mesh. And if people can't mesh, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
Phoenix, what's up? Where the hell is Alexa Bliss? She just like, oh, there she is. She just disappeared out on the floor there.
Wow, she was probably under the ring.
Have you ever done the fire table glitch here on WWE?
No, bro. Why?
There's some type of glitch that you can do where
Really?
I think it can only happen in Extreme Rules matches. But let's say it's like a triple threat match, you, me, and somebody else. I go to do a table finisher on someone. Like, let's say I just, for instance, do the power bomb. As I'm like slamming them down for the power bomb, you pick up the table. What it'll do is, oh wait, no, I'm sorry. You as I'm about to slam him, you have to have a finisher and set the table on fire as I'm slamming him. It does some kind of weird glitch where the table breaks, but when you go to get another table out from under the ring, it's always on fire. At one table at a time in an Extreme Rules match, so you can't like double stack the on fire tables or anything like that. But it's still a pretty good glitch, or a pretty fun glitch to mess with.
Yeah.
Hey,
I got a question.
3165 says, my mama. I don't know what my mom has to do with this, but alright.
I mean, the bad thing about the whole Oscar situation is this. People are gonna get mad of the streak, like who beats her for it, so I don't know.
I'm about to say, it's kind of a catch-22, because either people are gonna be upset at the streak going for longer, or there's going to be people that are upset when it does end. Because, of course, when you have an undefeated streak, you can't just have them get beat. There has to be some type of screw over or something like that. So,
I mean, look what Lesnar did to Undertaker's streak.
I mean, yeah, but that was different.
People got mad.
I thought that was poorly booked. I mean, I understand that you could look at. I understand you could look at Brock as being better than the Undertaker. You know what I'm saying, man to man. I could see that, and I could see maybe as Brock being the one to end the streak, being who he is. But when you have a streak like that, I just don't feel like you can just kill it clean. Especially with someone like Undertaker, I feel like there should have been some type of screw job or something. I mean,
but if you think about it too, Lesnar always had beat Undertaker back then, and it's just
even back to their original feud back in 2003 or whatever. Undertaker had never beat Brock until SummerSlam 2 years ago when he did the low blow.
So I see why they had Lesnar beat him, but I mean, it would have been cool seeing somebody like Bray Wyatt.
I mean, that's the only thing that gets me about the whole Brock beating the streak. I get the logic perfectly. My thing is Brock didn't need it. I mean, I understand you could use it to build Brock up even more as just that much more dominant and that much more unbeatable. But Brock as a character and Brock as a talent didn't need it. I mean, he already had enough credibility from his first run and his NCAA credentials and his UFC credentials. He didn't need
New Japan.
Yeah, I mean, he did shit in New Japan, which they don't never cover that. They don't ever talk about that. But still, it's just like, he didn't need that. Someone else needed that. That could have pushed Bray Wyatt to the next stratosphere.
I mean, imagine
like,
Bray Wyatt always talking about that.
Like, people talk about him saying Bray loses so many pay-per-view matches and he gets screwed over in that regard. If he had beat Taker at WrestleMania, it wouldn't matter how many pay-per-view matches he lost. Because he could still say, still the one to beat Taker.
True. I mean, but it's not like he loses pay-per-views. It's like those big pay-per-views he loses when it matters most. Like SummerSlam, he lost to Finn Balor. WrestleMania, lost to Randy Orton, where he could have had the belt till like SummerSlam, and then drop it to Nakamura. You know, it's like,
well, it's just like, alright,
or Corbin could have cashed in on one of them, but I mean, Corbin's stupid.
I'm saying, I've been talking about, man, Bray Wyatt needs a win. They need to stop. I'm saying the Bray Wyatt character doesn't work when he's losing at every pay-per-view. Like that's something he should. You know what I'm saying, maybe not win every time, but he should have some type of credibility. They had him beat Seth Rollins. They had him beat Finn the first time, and I'm like, okay, we're getting a little bit of momentum going here. I'm liking this. This is what he needs.
Yeah.
And then the very next time, they do the demon gimmick, and of course they're going to have the demon go over, so it just kills whatever momentum he had.
I mean, unless he beats Finn Balor in this, you know, pay-per-view. I mean, tomorrow. My bad. No
He
Mercy. I mean,
might, but I don't know. I really don't. It's
see,
hard to
there's that
say.
key word, might, might.
That's the thing
See,
with Bray
that's.
Wyatt now. Like, you look at it oftentimes, like, plenty of times he should win this, and then they still have him lose.
I mean, that's crazy though. He beat like everybody from the Shield though. Roman, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, he has. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, every feud that he's had with those guys, he ended up winning the final match.
Maybe. No, never mind. I was about to say Finn Balor, but never mind.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
I mean, it all depends, bro. Like, I'm really hoping Bray, you know, like they do something with him, like
They gotta
get
do
him
something
going
because
again.
This is ridiculous.
Do you think Miz is a top heel over Kevin Owens?
Both. Miz is definitely a top heel. Definitely. There's no way that he can't be.
I just don't like the way like people think he's a great intercontinental champion right now. I just don't see it. Like, I don't see it, Nick. I really don't.
See, you say it like that, but alright. Think about it like this. Do you like Miz?
I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't. Like, I like how he always tries to talk shit to Kurt Angle. Like, I really do. But
Okay, but besides
I mean,
that,
think
like,
about it this.
Think, what I mean is,
Let me
like,
tell you
if you
why.
knew Miz
Okay.
personally, if you were hanging around Miz in the same room, would you like him, or would he get on your nerves? Would you want to punch him in the mouth?
I mean, I actually be cool with him. He seems like a cool dude. Like I've seen where
like
he's on
actual
either.
Mike Mizanin is a cool dude, but I'm talking about the Miz character. If you were in the same room as the Miz character, you had to deal with all that he talks about and all he does.
If he talks all that shit, if he talks shit, then apparently I'm gonna punch his ass.
Then
Like, I'm
he's
gonna
a
beat his
great
ass.
If he
But
can make
it's not that.
if you can make,
It's not that.
if he can make you want to see him get his ass whooped, or make him, or make you want to punch him in the mouth, he's a great heel.
It's not that I don't like Nick. It's not that. It's not all about that. My problem is this, bro. Supposedly you're Intercontinental Champion, right? You're supposed to defend that title, right? Where was it at SummerSlam? When did he defend it? Who was he?
He did not bring that up to Kurt Angle. Why was I not at SummerSlam? Has he not thrown that up to Kurt Angle? Like, why am I not booked on these pay-per-views?
I mean, because how is he supposed to be a great Intercontinental Champion if he don't get booked on these big pay-per-views, you know? Like, he could have had he could have Jeff Hardy versus The Miz at what, either SummerSlam or what, No Mercy, but what, they have it on a Raw? Like, come on now. Come on now. You're supposed to be a great Intercontinental Champion. When you were on SmackDown, when he was on SmackDown, he was defending it time after time after time. It's like, when he went to Raw, he does the opposite and doesn't even defend it. All he does is run his mouth and then has his
okay, but who do you blame for him not defending it?
Dirty word.
It's not like he's coming out here saying, I'm not going to defend it. Or when they say you got to defend it, he skips out. He's just not booked for a defense. How is he supposed to control that? That's booking.
What the fuck? Like, you keep cutting. Hold on.
I would love to know who this WWE fan 3165 is and why they're on my shit talking shit to my people. Unless it's just one of my people trying to troll my people or trying to troll me by fucking with each other.
Wait, can you say that again? What you were saying, like, I was fucking up. My mic was fucking up.
About what?
About The Miz. We were talking about The Miz.
Okay, but which part?
like, the whole, like, after I said, like, he was, like, the whole, like, he went to Raw and then, like, he's not defending.
Okay, so it's not. It's okay. The situation has not been, Kurt Angle books Miz an Intercontinental Championship match, and he says, "No, I'm not going to defend the title," or he skips out and gets himself disqualified, or whatever. When they book him in a match for the title, he defends it. But if they don't book him for a defense, how do you blame him? You can't blame him for being a bad champion if he's not being booked to defend the title.
But I mean, if you're champion, you would like go up to Kurt Angle and be like, Kurt, come on now, I'm a fighting champion. I want to defend this title.
Hold on. The past 2 pay-per-views that had to do with Raw, he did exactly that. It may have been after the pay-per-view, but he would go up to Kurt and ask him, I'm the biggest champion on your brand. Why am I not defending my title on the pay-per-view?
But I mean
he's had a few promos where he said that he was the main champion on Raw, not the Universal Champion. And he's brought up, why am I not defending the title on pay-per-views? That's not his fault.
I mean, lately it's been Lesnar doing it. I mean, Lesnar's been proving he's been doing a good job being Universal Champion, and I respect that. I don't see people why.
Has he?
I mean, think about it. He's been showing up lately. Like these last couple of pay-per-views, he's been showing up. Because he needs to prove why he's a good champion.
No.
He needs to prove why he's a good champion.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay, tell me why.
Brock's contract isn't too far from being up. But he has somewhat of a surplus amount of dates left on the contract. They're using up his contract dates before his contract expires.
True. But, I mean, look, even though, about the contract, he's still been putting up some good matches and good feuds with people like Samoa Joe, Braun Strowman, big Fatal 4-Way, like, come on now.
WWE fan.
Come on now.
3165.
Who the hell are you?
You just got that ass banned.
Who was he anyway?
I don't know. Said to some 13-year-old kid. But he's throwing out insulting shit, calling people gay pervs and fags and shit like that. And I'm not for all that.
I feel like that's Joe.
No, it's not Joe. I know Joe's YouTube page because he's been on my streams before, like watching.
Imagine it was him. Wow.
I don't know who it was, but they just got that ass banned. Now we got a Cruiserweight Championship match. Neville versus Enzo Amore.
Okay, so tell me this now, Nick. Would it be a disgrace if Enzo Amore wins? Are you a big fan of him, or do you like him? Like,
I'm
to
not
be
a
honest,
huge
I don't.
fan of Enzo, just in that I like his promos, but see, a lot of
really.
all right. Here's my thing on Enzo: is a lot of people talk shit on Enzo, say Enzo sucks, Enzo always gets his ass whooped, Enzo has no offense, Enzo is this, Enzo is that. If you've ever watched Enzo and Cass's matches as a tag team, how much offense was Enzo ever allowed to use?
I mean, not really anything. It's always
none.
Big Cass.
You'd see him occasionally throw some punches, or I'm saying a quick reversal, duck out of the way, or some shit like that. But most of the time, he gets his ass whooped 95% of the match. He gets over and he tags Cass in. Cass does all the offense. We really don't know what Enzo can do as far as ring work. We have no idea what moves he uses, how good he is, nothing. Now, don't wrong. He can take a hell of an ass whooping, so he's great in that respect. He will make you think he's in there getting his fucking shit pushed in. But we have not seen his offense yet, so we really can't make any judgments on Enzo as far as that.
I mean, where you're coming from, but it's like, it's always, like, I don't see what's so great about his promos. I mean, he keeps, like, talking, it's
You know
just
why
boring,
Enzo's promo
like,
is good?
mm,
You know how when you're sitting around with your friends and you end up throwing disses around and you get, oh!
yeah.
That is Enzo's gimmick. That is what
But
Enzo
it's
is.
like, it's not the same like it was, like, last year, when, like, last year, I remember he was always doing these great ass promos, and it's like lately,
Wait.
okay,
Last year, they basically had just come into WWE.
yeah, but it's like recently now, people like me too. I just don't see what's so good about him. He's like really ass, to be honest. Like his finisher, what is it?
I don't think he really has
tornado
a finisher.
DDT.
I mean, he's used a tornado DDT and a jumping off the middle rope tornado DDT a few times. But I don't know if, like I said, we haven't really seen any offense from...
And tomorrow we'll find out.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I could very see, even if he does win, I could very much see it be Neville beating the shit out of him for 98% of the match and him somehow getting a weird roll-up. I could very well see that.
Hell
hey,
nah.
You know who started out doing that? You know whose whole gimmick started out getting his ass whooped and getting a roll up for a win? 1, 2, 3 Kid and Micah Whipwreck. Micah Whipwreck became ECW champion. 1, 2, 3 Kid became X-Pac. Don't sleep on Enzo yet.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I say right now, not really, bro. But okay.
Hell, the whole selling the whole match and then tagging your partner was all Ricky Morton did. And Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson are one of the greatest Hall of Fame tag teams of all time.
I get that, bro, but it's like, Enzo, I just don't see anything special about him. All I see is always run his mouth, bores me to death. The crowd, I mean, I don't see...
The crowd
some
is
people
still into Enzo, but they have slacked off some. But
yeah,
maybe
because of his promos, bro,
I don't know
and
that
how
it's 'cause of
he
his
always
promos,
gets
though.
his ass beat.
I think it's mainly because you go into an Enzo match assuming he's just going to get his ass whipped, because that's what happens. But when they start giving Enzo some wins and he starts having a little bit more credibility, it might change things a little
telling
bit.
you, bro.
No, there are a lot of people that are still into Enzo's whole routine. I mean, people still...
Well, I'm telling you this. People are gonna jump off the Enzo bandwagon soon when he wins that title, cause, it's gonna be a disgrace if he wins, cause you're telling me a guy that just joined the Cruiserweight. Listen to me. He jumps to the Cruiserweight for a few weeks, and you got other people like Grandma Tully, Cedric Alexander, Jack Gallagher, who turned heel. What we get into in a minute, but I'm just saying, like, you got some, yeah, and look, yes, I was gonna tell you that you called that, and look what happened. Apparently, people are saying Jack Gallagher is a good heel now. Like, people are liking him, but look at Neville, bro. Neville's done a lot for the Cruiserweights, proving he's like a badass heel.
Don't get me wrong, 205 Live does not hardly get the views that it should, but Neville has made the Cruiserweight division credible. And a lot of that is just how they booked him as a dominant champion, but he has completely, I wouldn't say even completely changed himself, because I've seen a lot of backstage stuff that Neville has been like there for, whether it was stuff for Swerve, stuff for Up Up Down Down, whatever. And I could really see that Neville is really kind of a dick in real life. Maybe not like an extreme dick, but he has dick tendencies. So I knew that as soon as he turned heel, it was going to be fucking great. And look what's happened. He's completely reinvented himself. He's actually one of the better heels on the roster, just in the fact that, so many heels nowadays become the cool heel that even though they're a heel, they still get cheered by half the audience. to me, that's not
Yeah.
a great heel. I mean, don't get me wrong, I could usually get into a guy like that, just like Kevin Owens. I love Kevin Owens.
Mhm.
But in some ways, he's not entirely a great heel because there are too many fans that cheer for him. Whereas you have a guy
Yeah, you
like
want
Miz or
to.
Neville, even though people say, Neville and Miz are great and are great heels, you don't hear very many cheers for them in the crowd.
The Miss I do. The
The
Miss
Miz
I
has been
do.
catching more, especially recently. But overall,
mm,
most people dislike these guys because they're great
true.
heels.
True.
Just like you ask people that, even casual fans that didn't watch wrestling much but still caught some in the Attitude Eras, they will tell you there are two guys that they always hated no matter what. Christian and Chris Jericho. Why? Because they're great at being heels. They're great at making
Well,
you
Chris
hate them.
Jericho, I ain't gonna lie. Back then, I did hated his ass. Like back
Oh
then,
yeah.
when he was a heel,
There
oh, he was
90%
annoying.
of
Oh
people
my
that I
goodness.
talk to who remember Chris Jericho from that time frame, I'll be talking about how I like and I've always liked Chris Jericho. They will. Every single person tells me I hated Chris Jericho. I to this day hate Chris Jericho, and I'm just like, it's 'cause
I'm
he's
kind of
great at his
surprised you
job.
didn't say Tess too. I'm surprised you didn't say Tess also. Cause low-key, Tess was a horrible heel. I swear, I didn't like him at all.
See,
I
I
was
don't
never
talk
big
much
on
on
him.
Tess because Tess didn't get a long time to do anything because I mean he came in like 99, 2000 and he passed away in like 05, 06. So
True.
he didn't really. I
Dang.
mean, don't worry, he had some time to do some stuff. Don't get me wrong, but he didn't have time to have any longevity to really do anything.
Well, I
mean,
mean,
you really think about it, you look back at Test's career, he was always tied to someone else. He came in
Scott
tied to
Steiner.
Stephanie McMahon. After that, he was tied to Albert and Trish Stratus. He was tied to the Un-American thing. He was tied to Stacy Keibler. He was tied to Scott Steiner. I mean, he was always tied to someone else, and maybe that's just indicative of him not being as good. But it's just like he was
Yeah.
always tied to someone else.
Does he remind you of Big Cass in some kind
I
of a
would say that
way?
Big Cass reminds me of Test. I can't say that Test reminded me of Big Cass because
Oh yeah, that's
Test was
true.
before Big Cass. But yeah, I would say that Big Cass definitely is reminiscent of Test. Actually, Cass also, maybe not so much now, but I was just watching something on the network yesterday. It was back in like 2013, before Enzo had grown the beard or anything. He was still babyface and had short brown hair. Him and Cass did a segment with Ryback. And the entire time they're doing the segment, I'm watching Cass and I'm like, he reminds me so much of 96 and 97 Kevin Nash. Just the way he walked, the way he acted, the way he talked, everything. It reminded me so much of 96, 97 NWO Kevin Nash.
Wow. Dang.
But at the same time, he's always reminded me of Test too. And part of it's just tall, long, dirty blonde hair that gives a running big boot, but still. Peller asked, when was the last time he showed up on TV? The last time he was on TV was when he had the street fight with Cass because he legitimately fucked his leg up. He tore his ACL. So he is actually going to be out for like 6 to 8 months.
Ooh, Finn Balor with the reversal. Nice.
See, I have Bray Wyatt choking Finn Balor on the ground.
Wow, I have Finn Balor beating Bray. Oh, now Bray is on Finn Balor.
So I'm not sure how far behind you are. So, what is your?
I'm on the part where
What is your time in the top left corner?
my time says 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 13 seconds.
Okay, see, I'm already at 1:05:05. You
Wow,
might want to
you're ahead of
refresh
me
the
of-
page or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do right now. Now
That's
I'm
the only
at
thing that sucks about
where
doing
he
something with
kicked out.
someone that has to watch the stream is it will.
He just kicked out. Someone just kicked out. Apparently.
And the gut check from Finn Balor. When did he steal Darren Young's move?
See, he picked him up, Finn Balor, and he does it
Dragon
again.
suplex.
Oh, I'm probably
Oh, I'm sorry,
behind
Tiger
by a
Suplex.
few
My bad.
seconds.
I totally fucked that up.
Wow. You've been watching NXT, right?
Yeah. And I already know you're gonna bring up
Like,
your fucking Ring of Honor stable. I know.
no, I was gonna bring up the whole Aleister Black and the Velveteen. Did you see
Oh
that?
yeah, him and Velveteen Dream. That was funny. That was very interesting.
What did he do? Like that people got they're like, oh, like
All right,
I didn't
so
get that.
a lot of it you have to consider the two gimmicks. All right. Aleister Black is not necessarily Undertaker, but I'm saying that very serious, almost satanic, I'm saying tough guy.
Like he doesn't talk. He doesn't talk
He doesn't
really.
talk.
Just
he's
like
into dark, crazy stuff. Maybe the dark arts and the dark magic, blah blah blah. And then there's the Velveteen Dream, who basically you take Prince and combine them with Gold Dust, and you got the Velveteen Dream. So it's basically.
for real, I thought it was a gay gimmick. I thought it was like
That's
supposedly.
basically what it is. It's like if you take Gold Dust and combine it with Rico or something.
Hell no, but continue. I mean,
So
I don't have a
imagine-
problem with it, to be honest,
Imagine
but
that. You know what I'm saying, that style that he's sort of. Maybe he's not homosexual, but he does homosexual style stuff to fuck with people.
yeah.
And he's doing it to that crazy. You don't know if he's satanic, but he's definitely kind of dark and gothic guy that stands over to the corner by himself, just propped up against the corner watching everybody. When all of a sudden the weird gay guy starts fucking with him, it's like, oh, what the fuck is gonna happen here?
Oh my
I'm actually
goodness.
really interested in that thing. Just because I hate to say I
It's
enjoy the
something new,
Velveteen
too.
Dream, but at the same time, it's different. And even though it's basically Gold Dust without the gold paint, it's interesting because it's different.
I mean, I always liked Patrick. I ain't gonna lie. I always liked him. Like, I never
See,
hated him.
I
I
never
always
really
wanted.
watched, what was it, Tough Enough that he came from? I know, I mean, I think I watched a little bit of it, but I didn't get into it, so I wasn't really, because I knew it was, I knew it was already set up. That was the problem, is I knew going into it, it wasn't actually like fans voting every week and shit like that.
Yeah.
It was, this is already, much like the first NXT, they already knew from the beginning they wanted Wade Barrett to win it. It's just having the story to get there. And I don't know, I didn't really get into Tough Enough like that. I watched some of it, but I didn't get into it per se.
Yeah, and I'm happy that he's actually doing something in NXT. And I'm hoping that NXT, you know,
Well,
this
like,
feud that's going on.
This is like the
you know,
dude
works
that
out.
won that Tough Enough. He didn't do
Josh.
shit, and then he got released like a year ago or 2 years ago.
I mean, he could have been something, but it's just like, I heard he got like concussion issues,
Fabio,
or
what's
like he
going on,
got
brother?
injured.
May have
got
hurt,
injured.
I don't remember. I didn't really, because he wasn't on TV anywhere, so I didn't really keep up with it.
Yeah.
I mean, he might have been on
I
NXT
just-
or something, but I think that was before the network, so you couldn't really watch NXT like that.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my bro Gunner to show up. Like, when is he gonna debut? I don't know
There are a
if you
couple
know
names
Gunner
that I'm
is.
wondering when they come in, or when they come back when they were in something else. I mean, there are a couple people from the Cruiserweight Classic that haven't been around since.
Who? Like, who's somebody from the Cruiserweight that you're like,
Well,
oh,
how
I want
about
to
the
see?
two biggest names from the tournament? Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah.
and Kota Ibushi. Now,
I
granted,
mean-
both of them still are doing their stuff in their respective companies, but think about how many other
But
people that are in other companies still, whether it be Progress or Evolve or whatever, that still make appearances.
But I mean, Zack Sabre Jr. never signed with WWE though. That was
Oh, he
Sting.
didn't. Okay, so he was just there for the tournament. Okay.
Yeah, same with Kota Ibushi. Kota Ibushi is he stayed fighting in New Japan.
Oh, I know
Apparently,
he's still in
he's in
Japan.
a-
I just, when you see him in the
Yeah.
tournament, you assume Because almost anything like that, it's never, like I said, like it's always championed like the winner is going to get a contract with WWE or whatever.
Yeah.
But really, it's never just the winner. You see, like, a majority of those people come in. It was mainly that was just a way to introduce them and their character, to get people into them to some degree.
I gotta, what's your, I know this is late and all, but like, what was your thoughts on the whole Rosemary and that other girl? I forgot what's her name. I think it was Star Diva or...
Sexy Star gets the same treatment on this channel that Alberto Del Rio gets, which is, fuck Sexy Star.
Okay, so tell me, like, what was your whole thoughts on that? You think she'll ever, you know, she gonna wrestle again, or,
Sexy
you know...
Star is a piece of shit, and as of right now, she shouldn't be booked by anybody. Period. I'm not saying that maybe one day she can be redeemed and, you know what I'm saying, whatever. You know what I'm saying, I don't necessarily just discount someone and never give second chances, but as of this moment, fuck Sexy Star. She is a piece of shit.
I agree with you on that, because, you know...
Like, it'd be one thing if Rosemary knew going into the match, you know, hey, you have a problem with me. We might get into a fight here. We might shoot for a little bit. When you give someone your arm for an arm bar and they shoot on you, that's a pussy move. I mean... And
the thing that I hate the most is just, like... She kept going, and it looked like, oh shit, like...
Yeah, like, that's the thing.
Like, what's it called? The match is over.
Like, it was
are you gonna let
scheduled for her to
go?
win by the armbar, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Rosemary's supposed to tap, I guess, or whatever. But she's supposed to let go.
Like
She's not supposed to hold it and then snap her arm out of place. That's not how this shit works.
Yeah, and, like, apparently it was, like, what, 10 times, I think, she was doing it, and, like she let go, apparently.
I haven't seen any video or anything like that, so I haven't, like, seen what it is. I just, of course, heard, and heard all the backlash and shit like that. And to me, it doesn't, you don't do that.
Yeah, you don't. That's just not how wrestling is.
Giving someone else your body and trusting them to do something and not hurt you, and then they purposely hurt you. No.
Yeah.
That's no.
And what's
that's not cool.
And what's even sad is that no one's gonna trust her anymore, and so people are just like losing interest. You know, like they're not gonna.
There have been people that have accidentally fucked somebody up. I mean, shit happens. I mean, D'Lo Brown broke Draws' neck and left him paralyzed for the rest of his life. Owen Hart broke Steve Austin's neck. Brick Steiner broke Buff Bagwell's neck. Shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Accidents happen. You don't purposely hurt somebody like that. Even if you have a problem with me. You know what I'm saying? I understand. I can understand being mad at someone, having a problem with them, feeling like you want to fight somebody. You don't do it in a situation where they're trusting you not to hurt them. If you got a problem with them, either you tell them beforehand, or you handle your shit afterwards and say, hey, after, me and you are going to fucking fight. You don't do that shit sneaky like that. That shit don't fucking work. That's like, you know what I'm saying, like telling someone you're going to show someone how to do a submission move or something like that, and then giving it full force and trying to hurt them. You don't do that shit.
Yeah, that really is, you know, it's fucked up and it's sad too, you know, like seriously, come on now.
So yeah, on OSNE, she gets the same treatment that Alberto Del Rio gets. Fuck Sexy Star.
Oh yeah, speaking of the one of Del Rio, Paige is coming back apparently to SmackDown.
There's the big rumors
like I
Paige
said,
coming back because of her posting the pictures at the Performance Center and stuff like that. I'm hoping it's true, but you never fucking know.
Yeah, I think she is, bro. I really think she is, but I'm hoping, you know, they book her right. I'm hoping, like, the past is the past and they move on and, you know, they make sure, like, Paige is doing good, you know? Because I feel like Paige, deep down, like, inside her, she, like, really wants to stay in WWE. Like, she really loves WWE, but it's just, you know, the shit she did with Del Rio, you know, she shouldn't have done that.
It's been a lot to work against her. But quite a bit of it centered around the Del Rio thing, and some of it wasn't her fault. Some of it was them trying to tell her not to be with him and threatening her with stuff if she didn't leave him, which wasn't right. But then again, once you find out about some of the stuff that has happened since then, especially in the past couple months, you kind of see why maybe they did that. I mean,
yeah,
when
look
there's,
what
you know what I'm saying, the whole
Rio
airport
is.
situation or the allegations of abuse and shit like that, maybe you understand why WWE didn't want her with him. And plus, knowing that he's like, what, almost 40? She was like 22 when she came in, so she's like 24, 25 now.
Bro,
I mean, don't wrong, I've never
really
been
is.
one, I'm saying, I've always been one to say if someone's legal, I'm saying that whole thing about age don't really mean shit. But, I don't know, it's just, there's a lot of shit regarding that, and a lot of it has made me not like Del Rio. Not a Del Rio
I mean,
fan
also
whatsoever.
too, Del Rio,
I used to be a big fan of Del Rio and his work. I might not have necessarily liked his character, but I liked his work. But now,
but I mean, look at
fuck
Del
Del
Rio,
Rio.
bro. Like,
we have the
yeah,
hashtag
like
on
Del
here.
Rio,
Fuck Del
like,
Rio.
yeah, like Del
Del Rio
Rio,
will have
like
it in
when
the chat
he,
in like 3 seconds. Fuck Del Rio.
yeah, Del Rio, he was like, what, like not with WWE anymore, and then he went to, I believe, Impact, which I believe they're called Global Force. Now they're back to Impact, I guess, since Jim Cornette doesn't own Global Force anymore since
It's
he
been a
left.
weird situation. Like Jim Cornette came in, and the whole reason he came in is because Jeff Jarrett asked him to, and then Jeff Jarrett leaves, and and now Jim Cornette's not coming back. Well, I'm sorry. They have like enough TV up to Bound for Glory. Jim said so. He'll be like occasionally on there up to like Bound for Glory maybe. But other than that, he's done after that just because he's not coming back. Because he's like, I was there for one reason, and that reason's not there anymore, so I'm out.
I'm dead. But like I was saying, like Del Rio, he was saying, you know, like on those videos. But I mean,
yeah.
He
Then you
was
got the whole thing of Del Rio
drunk.
like talking shit on WB and shit.
Yeah, low key, I was like telling myself, Paige, why are you with Del Rio? This guy is saying, fuck WWE, you know, Triple H is a pussy, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, Paige, like, you gotta get away from this guy.
What hurt Paige even worse was the whole phone hacking shit like that.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm saying a bunch of people making a big deal about the belt and all this. Like, every time I see a picture of Paige somewhere on social media, I see someone bringing up, or something to do with the NXT Women's title, bringing up how, you know what I'm saying, she let someone jizz on the title or some shit like that. And I'm like,
ew, hell nah.
But see,
she really did.
Here's the thing that gets me, because, you know, people can bring up, you know, oh, she desecrated the title and blah, 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 blah. Would you agree with me that there is, if not number one, then at least number two, no more quote-unquote holy or sacred title than the old WCW title, the big gold belt, the one that came from WCW that they used? Hold on, just answer my question. Like the big gold belt, the World Heavyweight Championship. It used to be in WCW, it came over, and then they started using WWE, used it for years until they unified the titles. Would you not say, if it wasn't number one, the most sacred title, it's at least number two up under the WWE title? Would you agree with that?
Well, it's second, because the WWE title, I mean, it's always going to be number one, just saying.
Now, to me, I would say that the World Heavyweight Championship, just because the world title was around long before the WWE title, but that's just me being a wrestling historian.
You know, that's another discussion. Yeah,
not only
that's
that, the
another
different
discussion.
names that held either title. You might could say that one side has more, but that just, I'm saying, whatever. If not number one, you would at least say it's number two, like, most sacred title of all time, correct?
Well, the heavyweight or the NXT belt?
No, like, of all time, like, if World Heavyweight title is not #1, at least #2, up under the WWE title.
Yes, yes,
okay.
of course.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
I don't see what other title would be.
Just listen. All right.
Okay.
So if Paige's thing with the NXT Women's title and supposedly letting whoever jizz on it, whatever, is such a big deal, what does that say about all the times that Ric Flair walked around hotels with nothing on but his robe and the World Heavyweight Championship? No clothes. Butt naked. Except for the robe and the belt.
I mean, what's the difference between a guy and a girl? I mean, just because she jizzed on the
I'm just saying, like,
the title,
so many
Ric
people
Flair
make
didn't.
this huge deal about how she supposedly desecrated and disrespected the title worse than Medusa did back in the day, dropping it in the trash.
Well,
But yet
I mean,
Ric Flair
too,
walked around
you
in
could-
the 80s butt naked around hotels with nothing but the belt and a robe on.
Well, you could say Ziggler too. The way he always, with the titles, he flips it backwards,
Well, I mean, but
and
then
he
there have
shakes
been
his
people
ass.
there have been people that wore it draped it down the front like it was a penis. So,
No.
there have been people that wore it on their shoulder but backwards. Like Stone Cold used to do that. He wouldn't wear it with like the front plate on his chest. He would wear it basically draped over and across his shoulder blade. And then when he'd get like halfway down the ramp, he'd chuck it into the ring from there. Just throw it into the ring.
I mean, my problem is, I got a question for you now. Okay, so, do you think it'll still be let's just say someone like Asuka, or maybe, who else? What if Trish or Lita were to do with Paige? You think they'll get the same treatment like how Paige is getting, like how Paige got right now? Or you thinking people wouldn't even care? Like they would have been like, oh, it's whatever. I mean, Trish, we all like her,
Who's to say someone hasn't already done something?
I mean, true. I mean, look, a lot of women's have done.
Becky Lynch didn't fuck her boyfriend with the SmackDown Women's title on. Who's to say that Naomi didn't do the same thing with Jimmy Uso? Who's to say that there's not Jimmy Uso jizz on the SmackDown Women's title? That Natalya kisses every week.
Hell no. She probably fucks it. No, I'm not even gonna go there.
I mean, I'm just saying,
there.
I don't understand. Like, I understand, but I don't understand. Like, you can't make a big deal when this person does it, but overlook it when this person did it just because maybe you weren't alive then, or, oh, I didn't know that.
But if you think about it, a lot of people have, from the women's have done, like Caitlyn, there's a video where, she's getting all naked and stuff, she's taking off her clothes, blah, blah, blah. There's nudes of Victoria, I believe Trish.
Whoa. Did WWE not used to not only do thong bikini shoots with everyone on the roster, but also have 8 to 9 different women in Playboy?
Yes, bro. I don't see why they're making a big deal with Paige now.
Because people just want a bitch. That's all it is.
I just feel like, yeah, true. And I don't know. I just feel like Paige shouldn't really get that.
What was it? A couple weeks ago, Nikki Bella returned to Raw off air to promote Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, did you see
and
the
all the
whole
fans just,
Cena?
booed the shit out of her.
Oh, did you see the whole what's it called? Where it was on YouTube, right? The whole Nikki Bella channel with Brie, I think.
They get naked
YouTube
on the fucking
thing.
channel. Nobody made a big deal about that, but we're going to talk about Paige because her phone got hacked. It's not even like she was posting nude photos or posting nude videos or anything like that. Her phone got hacked and someone else posted the shit from her and her boyfriend at the time. And
Xavier and Brad Maddox. I'm dead. Sorry, but I mean, really,
what's funny
why
is that just
Xavier?
makes certain things funnier, like going back and watching certain things from around that time that they were involved in and seeing how they kind of interact and if I'd been paying attention, I would have seen this shit long ago, but I didn't see it then. Now I fucking see
Yeah.
it. Like they, you know what I'm saying? You see little looks between them and certain flirtations and shit. And it's like,
Yeah.
huh.
You know what's funny is that they still are gonna make fun of her. Like there was like some memes of like people now that Paige apparently is going to SmackDown. Like they're making memes of Xavier Woods saying, "Oh, the face of when Xavier finds out that Paige is going to SmackDown." You know, stuff like that. I'm just like, wow, come on now.
I mean, okay.
You're still on that?
Xavier has his up, up, down, down channel. He has
Mm,
loads of people from the roster on his channel for different games and shit like that.
yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine the comments in the chat when he streams with Paige at some point?
Yeah, there's gonna be like, oh,
There's gonna be nothing but
Xavier,
people throwing them, saying shade at them for
yeah,
because they fucked. Like
yeah.
they had sex together. So
Mm.
most
It's
people that are
cool.
making a big deal are just people that ain't had sex themselves and are mad.
Ooh, look at Charlotte, bro, when her
They just
links
pissed off
came
because
out.
they had to jerk off thinking about Paige while he got to actually fuck Paige.
But look at Charlotte too, bro. Her nude's link and no one was making a big deal about it, bro. People were saying like, you know, the stuff.
I think
you
people
know,
made a big deal about it for like a day and a half and then it died.
yeah,
You know why?
because she's
Ric
Ric
Flair's
Flair. Yeah. What's weird too is Kevin Owens leaked too. Ugh. That was nasty.
I mean,
Ugh.
what about Seth Rollins that got leaked?
Oh my goodness. Holy. Current stop got removed because of that. Now that's funny.
And ever since
Or-
the page when there have been rumors of, well, now this person's phone is about to be leaked and shit like that. And it's just like,
Yeah.
like me, like, don't get me wrong, I'm a guy.
Mm.
I don't mind looking, but at the same time,
Yeah.
I don't make the big deal that so many people. I don't post it all over the internet because when you really think about it, you're fucking someone's life up.
Yeah. I mean, I just showed it to my friends. Like, what's
I mean,
it called?
let's
Like,
be
just
honest. Half the people that you know what I'm saying, like take those photos and videos and end up posting them everywhere else so that everybody else can see and make fun and whatever. If someone was to pants them at school and everyone in the school saw their little needle dick, they'd hang themselves that afternoon.
hell no.
And I hate to say that
But, like,
because, you know what I'm saying, like that's a fucked up thing to talk about and I don't condone or, you know what I'm saying, make light of suicide. It's not something to make fun of or anything like that.
Yeah.
But let's just be honest. Most of those dudes are fucking pansies that if they got in some way like that, it would ruin their whole fucking life. But it's
True.
okay to
Or
you
they-
for you to post this person's pictures and videos all over the internet because they're a celebrity and it's funny.
I mean, Paige, I think, was probably going to depression probably around that time when that happened.
I mean, could you blame her if she
I mean,
did?
if you want, I mean, I really don't. I mean,
I mean, don't
that's
get me wrong.
kind of sad.
I'm the type of person, I ain't ashamed of what I got, but I don't want someone just posting my shit all over fucking Instagram. I mean, that's
Yeah.
just...
I feel like you're the type that will find out and beat their ass, to be honest, and be like,
yeah.
do that again, I'm gonna beat your ass again.
Just like if someone I knew was like posting, like spreading that type of shit, yeah, they'd probably
Yeah.
get a head slap from me, if not worse,
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
that's not cool. I mean,
Yeah, I feel you.
yeah,
bro.
we all know Paige is hot. All of us want to see what she looks like under her clothes, sure, but you don't do that. Like that's not cool.
Especially the videos. The videos. With
And that's the thing, like, why do you want
Maddox
to?
and
Alright, it's
Woods.
one thing to want to see Paige naked. Why do you want to post around videos where there are two other dicks in the camera?
Yeah,
Because
and
it's
they're
not just her
showing
there;
it
it's the
too.
dicks too.
And it's like you see Paige like sucking it, and it's just like, bro, come on now, really? Come on now. You don't want to see that. Like, if you want to show Paige, you know, having her bra and her panties, I'll be cool with it.
I
But
mean,
it's
it's
just
one thing if
like,
you're posting pictures and videos from photo shoots and shit that she did. You
mm,
know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
when it's not something that was supposed to be out in the public, you don't go around posting
mm,
that shit and spreading it. And
yeah. I hate how people also try to make like fake like nudes of like like the whole Cena and Orton, they hugging each other and acting like they kiss.
that,
Same
or they'll try to
with
do like, oh, I got this girl's naked photos, and it's like some
yeah,
picture from like a Playboy or a Penthouse or something like that with
mm,
like the oval part of their face superimposed into the picture. Like, yeah, this is
yeah.
Alexa Bliss. No, it's not.
I mean, Alexa, she has. I mean, there like at least I think there's like a nude or two of
I
her,
don't know
but I
about
mean
any
that's
news, but
really
I know
it.
plenty of her like college and high school photos have popped up of her in like bikinis and stuff like that and costumes,
Oh,
but I
mm,
don't think she's done any kind of nude shoots or anything. I know
what's it
Lana did.
called? Lana, for real,
Yeah,
Lana,
she's been nude several times. Nude shoots, nude in
bro.
movies, all kinds of shit.
Hell no. And Rusev is okay with that?
I mean, it was probably before he ever met her.
Oh yeah, that's
Like,
true.
people
That's
don't,
true.
people apparently don't realize, like, Lana's not just someone that moved in from Russia 2 years ago. She's been an American all life. She's been around for a while and has been in some stuff.
Well, I hate when people try to think they're really from there. Like, for example, Jericho, he's not from Canada. I mean,
Well,
he's born in
I can't remember
doo
if
doo doo
I can't
doo
remember
doo
if
doo.
he
Sorry.
was born in Canada and then came to New York, or if he was born in New York and then ended up going to Canada because that's where his dad ended up playing. It's one of the two.
Yeah.
Because his dad was playing in the
Well,
NHL and
mhm.
he was either playing in New York or playing in Canada. I don't remember, but that's where the Canada thing comes from.
Like gender,
Like,
he's
he
not
did
really
spend
from
time in Canada. He
India.
spent most of his life
Yeah.
in Canada, but I think he may have been born in New York and then his dad got sent to the Canadian team or whatever, and that's where he spent most. I don't remember.
By the way, Team Cena
Of course you would be
tomorrow
Team Cena.
night. Hey,
But of course,
Cena's got
anyone that
this,
knows me
bro.
or this channel knows that I'm fucking Team Roman. I always
Wow.
make the joke whenever he comes out that he's everyone's favorite superstar, just because I know it pisses everyone off.
Hell yeah. So let's go off to a different topic. So what's your, tell me what's going on with the whole, match type? Like, is it the way you like it?
I don't know
Back
yet.
then, like in
18 hasn't
PS3?
come out yet, so I haven't been able to. I've seen some of the videos, but I don't think they've even covered that, have they?
I think they have, bro. Like, I heard there's no ambulance matches. I'm like, really? Come on now.
I mean, there's something. If it's not an ambulance match, it's a backstage part that has an ambulance in it because
Mm,
it's got the video of Braun
yeah.
throwing Roman into it. So there's definitely an ambulance somewhere. But
Yeah.
I've seen most of the videos and screenshots, but I don't remember seeing a video yet about the match
Maybe it
creator
just
stuff.
came out recently. It came out like yesterday or something. I don't
I
know.
mean, I'll have to
But keep me.
go back and
Mm,
relook and see, because if so, I need to
alright.
check that out and see what it's actually going to be.
Alright. Could you hook me up text me about it? Like tell me, hey, Jay, like this is the matches they're gonna have.
I mean, I guess.
So let's talk about No Mercy. These two big matches, Braun and
Well, obviously
Lesnar
we
and
won't
Cena
get to Brock and
Roman.
Braun until it gets up on the stream. This one,
Okay.
obviously my
That,
heart, I want Roman to win. My brain, I really
it's
don't
telling you
know.
Cena.
It's not
Your
telling
brain
me
is telling
Cena.
you Cena.
It's one of those where I'm kind of stuck because it's one of those I could really see it, just like Brock and Braun. I could really see it going either way. That kind of kills giving a prediction later, but I
Yeah.
really could see it going either way with Roman and Cena.
Um. everyone keeps saying it's gonna be a passing the torch. This is a passing the torch, but to me, I don't see it. The way they're going back and forth, I just don't see it.
I have two trains of thought.
Okay.
Either Roman wins.
Go ahead.
Either Roman wins, or Taker screws him, and we get Roman versus Taker at Survivor Series.
But why people are saying it's gonna be Taker and Cena? That's what I'm.
I don't know where the whole Taker and Cena thing would come from, because I wouldn't. It would make no sense for Taker to all of a sudden return and then attack Cena and cost Cena. Like that makes no sense when it was Roman that beat him the last time we seen him. Not only that, Taker did just apparently post a picture with the hashtag retired life. But could that just be something to throw people off the scent?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Apparently he's in Los Angeles too. Apparently he is.
Well, at whatchamacallit in New York, there was a big thing about him being on a plane going from Houston to New York. And then it turned out that he was just there to
a video game.
For the video game or a different video game or what, but he was basically doing something completely different. It's just people see him going to the same place and, oh shit, Taker's gonna be there. And then Taker
Cena's doing the Walls of Jericho. Wow.
Well, right now I've got Roman doing fucking Batista bombs. Deadlift Batista bombs at that.
But like, should I be worried Joe comes out? Should I be worried?
See, that's one thing that I've thought about the past couple weeks is there's been no Samoa Joe at all. Where does he pop in at? Because he's not just gone for no reason.
Yeah, he's gone because of an injury from Cena.
I don't know if he's going to pop up for this, or if he's going to pop up for the next match, or what. I don't know. But I have noticed that Joe hasn't been there, and I've been wondering what is that leading to? It's leading to something. It's not just there for no reason.
Could it lead to... But it's like, where does Joe come at then? Because people are saying Joe and Cena is coming soon, but it's just like, I don't see... Because look, they're saying Cena, he's taking a break after No Mercy. Like, after No Mercy, supposedly, he's not showing up at TLC. He'll show up for Survivor Series, but, I mean, they're saying he's not supposed to show up for TLC, which I'm asking myself, I mean, how does Joe and Cena fit in, you know?
I mean, they had their little back and forth the last time we've seen them, but...
Yeah, but it's like, how does Joe and Cena fit if Cena's gonna be gone, like, for a month? So I'm just saying to myself, like, I don't see Joe coming and, you know, attacking Cena, because look, Joe would have to fight somebody or feud with somebody else to, like, get Cena.
See, Phoenix says that he thinks Taker will give Roman a death stare and then nod at him, showing he's earned his respect, and screw Cena. The only thing about that is, if Taker's retired, why would they have him retire and leave as a heel? That really makes no sense for The Undertaker. Or any kind of logic, period. I mean, if he's retiring, going out, you know what I'm saying? They usually have a guy be babyface at that point. So having him just randomly turn heel to leave doesn't make sense logically. Because I don't see them having, like, Taker be a heel manager for Roman. That ain't happening. So...
that would be weird as... That, I don't see where that's coming from, but okay. But all I think is Undertaker's returning. I feel like if it's not here, it's probably around WrestleMania time. Just for, I guess, one last match. But I feel like the whole
Roman thing was supposed to be one last match. That was supposed to be the retirement match.
But, I mean, it's just like people don't get it. That, yes, Undertaker put the stuff there, but did he, like, say, I'm gonna retire? It's like, come on now.
But see, that's
Come
the
on now.
thing. You have to understand Undertaker not only as a character, but as a man and as like what he is in the business and how old school he really is. He wouldn't tell you, "Hey, I'm retiring after this match." He has the he would do the old school mentality of, "You may know that this is my last match just from paying attention, but I'm not gonna say it. I'm just gonna have this last match, and then I'm gonna ride off into the sunset."
Yeah.
Not only that, all right, Shawn Michaels retired and hasn't been back since. Undertaker is much more old school than HBK is. If Undertaker decided that he's retiring, he's done. There is no wait 3 years and come back, because that's not Taker and how he came up in the business and how he is, I'm saying, within the business. It's just not him. He's always been really kind of old school style. That's why he wasn't one to break character and shit like that. So, if that was the retirement match, he ain't coming back.
Yeah.
But, who really knows? Because as you said, he didn't officially say it, but at the same time, knowing Taker, he wouldn't just say it. It would just kind of be, you'll notice when you notice, basically.
Yeah, I feel you.
That's just like Chris Jericho has always talked the same thing. That when he finally retires, it's not going to be some big, momentous occasion that you're going to know. It's just going to be have a match, whatever, and then just ride off into the sunset. And eventually you're just going to notice, damn, I ain't seen Chris Jericho in like 8 months. But he's gone. The problem with that is we've had several times where Chris Jericho's been gone for several bits of time and then come back.
Yeah.
So I guess we really won't know with him, because we just won't know if he's gone to come back or gone for good.
Yeah. Chris Jericho always finds to return.
Well, it's because Chris is really good at what he does. He finds ways to reinvent himself and keep himself relevant. That's why the whole thing about people calling Chris Jericho a GOAT, I almost can't argue. I mean, obviously people would bring up Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, John Cena, blah, blah, blah. There are not many, even in that list of people, how many can you name someone that has been around as long as Chris has and has been able to reinvent himself to the point where he's pretty much always been near the top? Like, even some of those names, towards the end of their careers, they weren't really nowhere near the top. I mean, they might have been a major figure in the company, but really think about it. Ric Flair wasn't near the world title picture when he retired. Shawn Michaels wasn't near the world title picture when he retired. Hulk Hogan wasn't near the world title picture when he retired. Stone Cold was nowhere near the world title. Trish is a weird situation just because I don't even remember why she retired. Like, I remember the big retirement match with Lita and shit. Hell, I have the DVD of that event. I don't remember why she retired. I don't know if it's just she wanted to get to, like, family stuff or what. Sort of like Brie Bella. I don't know. Someone that I could say retired at the top is Edge, but that's because his shit got cut. I mean, he didn't really have a choice. He was world champion and then found out, hey, if you take one bump wrong way, you're paralyzed, dude. You've got to quit.
Dang.
But Chris Jericho is been one to constantly reinvent himself and always keep himself near the top and kind of near the title picture.
Yeah, Chris Jericho always finds a way to get himself, you know, where people like they don't think he's, you know, he's like gonna drop or anything. He still finds a way to get himself like in the main event spot still.
Exactly. Oh, AA. Match might be over. And it is.
Cena wins. Let's go.
After a double juicer.
Dang. Will this happen tomorrow? Yes, it will. Yes, yes, yes.
No, it won't happen tomorrow because they're not allowed to get juice, so we won't be able to have a double juicer. I don't know if you or anyone watching knows what a double juicer is, but juice or color is a secondary term for blood. A double juicer is when both guys in the match get blood.
Do you see Cena winning it clean? Like, do you see that match being clean win?
See, I don't know. I really don't. I could see Roman winning it. I could see Cena winning it. I could see the Taker involvement. It's really hard to call. But according to the stream here, it's hashtag Cena wins, LOL. Talking about the bread you make, but don't know the recipe for dodo.
Dildo? What?
Don't. Talking about all the bread you make, but you don't know the recipe for dough, though.
Oh, dodo. I thought you said dildo. I was like, come on, Nick.
Where
really?
the fuck is your head? Over there thinking about dildos and shit. Alright. We've made it. Here's the moment we all came for. The Universal Championship. The monster among men versus the beast incarnate. Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar. So let's just go ahead and call it out. Who you got?
I got, Steve Richards. I think he's gonna win.
Stevie Richards is a great pick. Great fucking pick. Can't argue. Stevie fucking Richards for Hall of Fame, God damn it.
Where has he been? That's my question.
I don't know. Probably
He's
smoking
done?
crack. No, I'm just kidding. I take that back.
That's RVD. That's RVD.
No, RVD smokes weed, not crack. But I don't want Stevie Richards to somehow magically come upon this stream and be like, who the fuck said I was smoking crack? I'm just kidding. Don't know if he is smoking crack, then well, fuck. But I don't think he is.
Quick question. Do you think RVD comes back to WWE? Or you don't see it?
Well, a big trend within WWE games is people in the DLC end up coming back. I mean, it's happened like every fucking year so far.
I mean, I guess, but I'm hoping RVD does.
Then again, Batista's on this one. I don't really know if I see Batista coming back.
Yeah, that's true. But you wanted my predictions? I'm gonna give you a prediction. And that is, I am picking X-Pac to win this. No, but I think Braun got this. I really do.
Yeah, I said it for SummerSlam and I was wrong. But then being in the one-on-one match, I really have to go with the Paul Heyman swerve.
Oh
especially
my God,
with the way that
still
Braun has
that.
dominated Brock. I mean, unless this is just, I'm saying that was purely to make him saying Brock somehow finally overcomes the monster at the pay-per-view. Unless that's just the fucking storyline, which just... But...
I don't like that. I don't think that's what it is. Because look, I mean, Braun, he stand up after a suplex. Like a suplex. Just one German suplex. Braun is back up. And Lesnar's like,
the story is very reminiscent of what happened in 2002. Brock was unstoppable almost. But so was Big Show. And Big Show looked very good against Brock the week leading into the pay-per-view. Then you get to the match. Brock finally somehow takes him out, hits him with that F5, and then Paul Heyman hits the swerve. And Big Show wins the world title. I could very well see that happening here. Brock Lesnar somehow is able to beat Braun Strowman down enough to damage him, hit that F5, have him beat, and then we get the Paul Heyman swerve. I mean, let's think about it. Paul Heyman's been with Brock since he started in 2002. And other than the Big Show swerve, he has never turned on Brock. And it hasn't happened since Brock came back the second time. Eventually, it's got to happen.
It's got there, right?
Do what?
I say, you think eventually it's gonna happen, right?
Eventually, it has to happen. I mean, you can't... Let's be honest, nothing is sacred in wrestling. So you can't keep Paul with Brock forever. I mean, in wrestling, we break up fucking couples, we break up families, we break up fucking twins. If you don't think Paul Heyman's turning on Brock at some point, you're fucking crazy. I really think it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I really could see it happening tomorrow, just because it fits the story so well. Plus, it gives. If you
think about it.
All right, let's be honest.
If you think about it,
Braun is not a. He's not horrible, but he's not a great promo, and he doesn't talk very much anyway. Giving him someone like Paul Heyman gives him that heater. Plus, I mean, if Brock is leaving, got to give Paul something to do anyway.
True, but I mean, also think about it. I mean, there's that. Why just all of a sudden they be like, let's have Lesnar kick Braun's ass? Like, really? Come on now. Like, let Braun keep going. Like, let his momentum keep going. Like, I just hate how people like think that Lesnar is able to beat Braun, but Braun like come on now. Braun has been whooping Lesnar's ass and probably going to beat him at No Mercy. I'm hoping for it, but I just hate how people think that Lesnar is gonna be able to beat Braun. I just don't see it.
I mean,
think
don't get
the
me
whole
wrong,
comparison of Braun and Big Show is different.
Don't think it can't happen.
I just think Braun is. I just think the way WWE's been booking Braun, I feel like it's gonna happen. They're gonna give Braun and all of us what we want, and that is Braun being champion and beating Lesnar.
But that all depends on what story they're building. I mean, you could look at it like this.
Yeah.
You're building to someone finally beating Brock. If you're building that story, what does it say if you're able to say, you know, he beat Goldberg for the belt. He won a fatal four-way. He beat Samoa Joe. He beat Braun Strowman. Who's going to beat Brock Lesnar? And then finally someone does. It builds that person so much more.
Yeah, it makes sense for Braun to be the one, you know?
It does, especially with how big he is, how strong he is. It is.
But my question is this: how you think that it's gonna be a short reign for Braun, or is it gonna be long reign?
That I don't know.
Because I mean, think about it, Roman and Lesnar, like you said. Gonna happen at WrestleMania, or might.
I say it
So
could
I'm just
be a thing where, as I say, Paul Heyman screws Brock, and Braun wins the title, and then at the very next pay-per-view, Brock wins it back, and then they have the final match at the pay-per-view following that, and then their thing is done, and then you end up building to the next story. It could very well be that. I don't know. You really never know with WWE, because just as soon as someone thinks they have it figured out, they decide to switch things up. Just when you think you have all the answers, they change the questions.
wow, that's crazy. What's your thoughts on Dolph Ziggler gonna entrance being CM Punk?
I was wondering when and if he's gonna do that. I was thinking last week he was gonna do it. Just for some reason I had it like he's gonna do CM Punk for some fucking reason, but he didn't do it. But, what can you do? I mean, you know where they're going with this, right?
Yeah, Bobby Roode.
Yeah. Do all this shit over entrances, and then 1 week while he's doing it, he's actually in the ring. The glorious entrance.
Yeah.
And Brock Lesnar with the F5 and the pin.
Wow, he actually beat him. Wow.
On here, yeah. It was kind of unfair. Kind of kicked that shit out of him.
I still have for Braun, he's stomping on Lesnar.
Yeah, according to what I'm looking at, the stream is like a minute and a half behind.
Yeah, I'm
a lot
like
happens
an hour
in a minute and a half.
Well, mine's is on 56 minutes.
Yeah, I'm at 57:15.
Wow. Yeah, there we go. Lesnar F5 Braun. I feel like he's gonna have a struggle picking up
Referee's
Braun.
about to shit himself. He went to hand Brock the belt, and Brock just gave him that death stare. And you knew he had instant diarrhea.
Wow. Are you doing another stream, or you're going done with this?
I mean, this particular stream is done.
Yeah.
I haven't really figured out what I'm gonna do yet. I do have to say that, as I said, this stream is over, so I'm short stacked, the uncrowned best in the world at everything that I do. I've been joined by J Money. This has been the OSNE Network, where we keep an old school mind frame in a new era world, and we'll catch y'all later. Top guy out.